Good morning. I'm out in the garage. Came out to check on my little phone holder thing, and it's dried up nicely. It's got a shine. It's not the perfect paint job, but for painting in winter, that's pretty good. Just gonna leave it sit there. Came out to get my mittens because today the weather's changed. Oh, there's a squirrel. See him? Hi, squirrel. We've got a thaw, so the plow's been down the road. I've got to go shovel the end of the road out because if I let that freeze, we won't get out. The plow leaves this big pile of snow or slush, or it'll be a rock hard if I leave it. So, got to get that out of there and clean that up. Snow, slush, ice. Well, that's that. It's heavy. Heavy and wet. Glad that's done. I hate winter. Look at this. Look at this poor boat. How much extra weight do you think is there? Wet snow. Probably 500-600 pounds. The tires are bulging. That's a lot of weight. I'm not gonna move it. Let's add more on it. Okay. I'm going to, I gotta pop out and get some groceries. But I'm going to take this thing. I'm going to take this and just, well, take the tape off. This is the world's sorriest tape. It sticks to humans, not very well to plastic. So hopefully this will work for me. It does seem pretty strong. We'll see how it goes. If it's too strong, I'll get another one and use it. So I'm off now. I'm off to the grocery store. I want to pick up some stuff for Christmas dinner. I'm not going to do a turkey this year. I'm going to do a prime rib roast. I might do it on the barbecue. I might just do it in the oven. We'll see as time gets closer. I've got charcoal and everything, so I'm prepared to do it in the barbecue. But if it's snowing and cold and icky out, I don't really want to do that. It's just a lot of put your boots on, go outside, take your boots off to get back inside, in and out, boots and no boots, and puddles and wet socks. I don't like wet socks. I'm getting the prime rib a week before Christmas because of the way meat is cured here in Canada. It's typically cured by this thing called wet pack, where it's packed in these plastic bags. There's a brine put in with it, and it's left to cure. And it's left to cure for 2 weeks, or just short of 2 weeks. I think 13 days is the industry standard. So, when I grew up out in the country, and we would typically buy half of a cow. And it would take over a month to get that half of a cow because the butcher hung it to cure it for 28 days. And what that does is it makes the meat really tender, and it helps the meat fibers break down in that curing process in that length of time. Also, it doesn't add extra salts and phosphates and all kinds of other stuff. It just air dries. So what I'm going to do is get this roast today that's been wet packed, and I will keep fridge to cure for the rest of the time between now and Christmas, which will be 6 more days. Today's Monday. Oh, it's 7 days, I guess. Christmas is next Monday. Can you tell I got the wiggly mount? I'll work on that other one when I get it back. Got my prime rib. That is gonna be tasty. I look forward to prime rib. I haven't had it in a while. So I've got a little bit of time before I have to do anything. I should be at home doing the dishes or stuff like that. But since I'm out, I thought I'd pop out to the to Fanshawe and see what the lake's looking like. With all this snow and now we're getting a melt. They've been trying to keep the lake level down while they work on the dam. It's a lot of melt with this rain. It's really making a lot of slush. You could see in the fields when I came past that there's a lot of dirt showing up where there wasn't earlier. One of my old buddies owns the construction company that's working on the dam up here. T-Bird. That's what we used to call him. Call him T now. It's short for Scott. Snakes aren't going to do so well out there. So that's frozen. There's a guy way over there fishing. There's the raft that the construction guys have built. The ice mustn't be safe enough to go on. I wouldn't expect it to be. So if it was, there'd be people out there. What a wet, soggy mess. Am I ever glad I don't do that anymore. I used to work for this company as well. So what's happening here is they're chipping out the loose, cracked concrete from the sides and they're reparging so that water and ice and stuff don't get behind the concrete and help it crack more. And then they're also repainting. Lots of work. Lots of dirty, cold, ick work. I must look like an inspector. One of the guys, the construction guys, the foreman came up to me and asked me if I was an inspector. I'm not. Anyways, I had a nice chat with him. Told him I worked there. We work with some of the same people. I had some pretty crazy bosses. Anyways, I'm heading back home. I've got to get the food put away, and I'm gonna prep some stuff for supper for the girls tonight. So there's my phone holder on my mount. It works. I'm gonna leave this to sit inside for a few days before I install it. And the reason for that is to let the glue do its thing. This is pretty sticky stuff. This 3M glue, but I don't want it to be frozen outside and not stick properly. So there it is. That's what it looks like. I'm just gonna paint the back of it where it's white with Sharpie or something. Or if I have the black paint out and I can just dab it on with the brush, I might do that.